strangest thing. It's shorter than you think. No think.
What's up, y'all? This your girl, Queen Toss Crime. I'm back again with another video. So, shout out to all my supporters, all my subscribers, new and old. Shout out to all my moderators and members. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below as well. All right. So, let's get into this. It's a couple of things I'm going to point out and address in this video. A little bit of the timeline, not a lot, because I'm going to do a separate video specifically pointing out the discrepancies of the timeline. So this won't be a discrepancy timeline video. I will be touching the, matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and touch it now, the Jodisue timeline. Allegedly, Jodisue said she heard the scream and her son said animalistic. Okay. I don't know what an animalistic scream is if it's not from a, if it doesn't sound, maybe they're saying it sounds like an animal. Don described it as muffled prior to the hearing animalistic. I don't know how a muffled scream sound. How can you hear a scream with if it sound like there's muffled, there's somebody's hand over their mouth? How do a neighbor so far away hit it? So that's very questionable with on how they described it. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about allegedly the scream. Jodisue, she heard it 4:30. Okay. All right, you heard the scream at 4:30. Okay. Allegedly, they went to go look for it, didn't see anything, went on about their day. 6:30, Jodisue said on the clip I played for y'all in the last Samoa video, she said she heard Candace yelling for Summer. Now, I can see, but the time difference, that's a 2-hour time difference, why Sheriff Lawson don't believe they had anything to do with Summer, because of the 2-hour difference. Now, and let me explain. The 2-hour difference, if she screamed in of getting kidnapped at 4:30, why did it take 2 hours for Candace Wells to look for her daughter? So either way it go, this why this timeline, Don and Candace don't want to seem like neglectful bad parents, but we know they neglect and don't pay attention to their children. That's a fact. We know, they've said it. Okay, that's how we know it's a fact. They told us in the beginning. Okay, now possibility, if that was Summer really screaming, what was going on those 2 hours after the scream? What was going on from 4:30 to 6:30? Was she being kidnapped and Candace was somewhere else on the property, or if not there at all, and Summer is being kidnapped, taken on out the way somewhere else? Or, okay, so she could be getting kidnapped, taken off the property, Candace somewhere on the property not watching her, or gone and left her at home with the boys somewhere outside of play, gone in those 2 hours, okay? And then she realized after 2 hours, Summer is missing. So she's yelling at 6:30. This is if Jodisue scream is related. Now, another possibility, if the scream is related, could be 4:30 Summer screamed. Those 2 hours, Candace phoned Don because he did come home earlier. She called Don. He comes home. They plan to remove Summer off the property, come back, call 911 at 6:30 and plan like they're searching for her. They got plenty of time, 2 hours. That's why I discredited and didn't agree with Dr. Phil of the reason he didn't think they did it because not enough timing. That's incorrect. There was plenty of timing here. Now, those are the scenarios if the scream is found. Okay, so Lawson don't think the scream had anything to do with Summer. And I don't think so either. It also could be if it had nothing to do with Summer, children playing on the property. Kids scream and play all the time actively. So I understand why he would think that because it's so far away from the time that the 911 call came in and so far from Candace, you hearing her yell for Summer. All right? So there's 2 hour difference. So it's possible the scream could be true. That will make Candace look weird. And Don look weird. Because if a scream really happened, it was Summer at 4:30. What did y'all do in those 2 hours? Where were y'all at in those 2 hours? Were you not home and someone got her? Or were you there and you was covering up? If that scream is true. Now, let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm going to point out a couple of things that is concerning in this video. But I did really want to touch on that timing. Shout out to y'all for commenting. Let me know what Jodisue said. Because I ain't go over on no Facebook and watch no drawn out drama-ass lives. No, ma'am. No, sir. Not Queen Toss Crime. So thank y'all for letting me know what she said she heard the timings. All right, so shout out to y'all for that. I love y'all.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says that misinformation is on the rise surrounding the case of missing Summer Wells.
TBI says they've conducted several search warrants and have collected any potential digital evidence, including with social media accounts.
Adding that they continue working alongside the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI to find out what happened to the missing Hawkins County child.
This morning, the fate of Summer Wells still unknown.
Now, WJHL has led coverage as we've taken you across the community in the search for the missing 5-year-old. Nancy Daniel has a look at the timeline of events since Summer disappeared on June 15th.
Summer Wells is missing. She's 5 years old. She's 4 foot tall, blonde hair, last seen wearing a pink shirt and gray pants.
That late night announcement launched a massive ground search at first light the next day.
With this steep and dangerous terrain, we're also experiencing, as you see behind us, very dense canopy coverage, including very dense ground cover.
Daily media briefings continued for 10 straight days. They ended on June 24th.
While every case is different, this one is definitely outside of the norm.
I want to pause right there for a minute. Y'all just heard us say this case is outside the norm. There are a lot of questions. There's a lot of gaps and holes and people not telling the truth, inconsistencies, discrepancies. This is outside the norm because normally when someone's kidnapped, some camera somewhere, somebody, a camera or a person or persons have seen something, whether a truck zoomed by or a car zoomed by or a child being thrown in there quickly. I mean, there's some type of direction. This case, there's no direction. There's no suspect far as in the kidnapping. There's no one that's seen anyone take her. There's no evidence of kidnapping. So this is very outside the norm, and we know what that means. Like I said, this Summer Wells case remind me of Megan Boswell. Trying to tell y'all that baby was buried on her family's property. She had many different stories, many different holes in her story, and to find out they hurt the child, and her trial is about to start beginning of next year. But this has a lot of indicating factors of the Boswell case. Like I said, they were the last ones with the child, and the stories have been changing. Times have changed. A lot of key factors have changed, and they want you to only focus on narrating kidnapping. They only are narrating kidnapping. They don't want you to believe or think anything else, just kidnapping. And a lot of red flags in this case. Definitely, I agree with her. This is outside the norm, y'all.
2 days following the last of those press conferences, the TBI announced they were searching for a late model red Tacoma truck seen in the area around the time Summer went missing. Another 2 days after that, we heard from...
We're going to pause right here as well. Let's talk about the red Tacoma truck. Now, only reason why I want to address that, because I've addressed that over 5 months. You know, within these 5 months, I've addressed the truck a couple of times. Well, I will say it is just a person that might have seen something that was in the area and is a witness, okay? Now, let's go ahead and shut down something that I want to address. People are people keep saying, and they're suspecting, basically implying Robin had something to do with it, okay? Because she drives a red Toyota Tacoma. Word is she inherited by her father. But let's just say if she had it before Summer went missing, you don't think that they talked to her, interviewed her about the truck? Come on now, we gotta use logical sense. She was there when that first day on June 15th. Candace called her, so you know the police talked to her. They have checked all persons around them with red trucks. I'm sure they weeded them out already. So people jumping and spreading rumors that Robin is a suspect, I don't believe so. Okay? Far as because of the truck. I don't believe so. Because like I said, I'm sure they have already checked and know what car she's driving. She was there that day. Candace called her. I am sure they vetted her truck as not the one that they're looking for. Okay? Sheriff Lawson also said they've checked the trucks. Okay? And none of them are it. Okay? So I'm sure that's including Robin's. So can we just stop with rumors and let's stick to the facts, please? You can have an opinion, but let's not start rumors about people just because they drive a car that happens to be, you know, a same truck as in this case. Let's not do that because allegedly it was inherited. But even so, if it wasn't, I'm sure they have already, because she's right there close on the news, they have already excluded her and her truck. Okay? I'm most positive that they done it already. We got to use logical sense here. Okay? Let's keep going.
Summer's mother for the first time. Candace Bly's only daughter had been missing almost 2 weeks.
Me and my mother and her were planting flowers. And we went in after we got done washing our hands.
She got to think about her story.
She got a piece of candy from Grandma. And she wanted to go back over and see her brothers, and I said, okay.
The day we heard from the mother was the same day the reward fund was finalized. Authorities also closed the active search. In September, Summer was featured on In Pursuit with John Walsh, and the reward fund surpassed $40,000. On October 4th, Summer's father, Don, wanted to speak with News Channel 11. 111 days had passed since his daughter disappeared.
I just don't feel that that's right, that they're just going to give up on her in a couple.
You don't think it's right that they just gonna give up on her. See, this is why. Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. Since June 15th, we the people have never given up on Summer Wells. We don't give a damn about you and Candace, but we care about Summer Wells. We never gave up on Summer Wells, and we care for your other 3 boys. Okay? We don't give a damn about you, but we care about Summer Wells. We never gave up on her. Let's retract and let's talk about you, Mr. Don. You don't think that's right that people have gave up on her. You gave up on her the first week she went missing. You compared her to Rosemary Bly. Basically saying you said you don't have no hope for her to be found. You'll see her in the resurrection. You presume she was dead in the first week. That's giving up. Speak for yourself, Don Wells. That's the problem. He always contradicts himself. You don't think that's right. You the one that gave up on your own daughter. And then the people, as far as like law enforcement, YouTube creators, not all the ones that's contributing to your bullshit, but the ones that's really doing the work searching for her, and law enforcement, you shit on us and law enforcement that's really trying to find your daughter by saying disrespectful slurs. And we never gave up. You disrespect the people that really want Summer found, that's fighting hard to find your daughter. So no, we never gave up. We just don't give a damn about you and Candace because y'all piss poor parents. And we wouldn't be in this situation if y'all wasn't piss poor parents. So we never gave up on Summer. You have. Candace have. And you disrespected the people that been keeping your daughter's name out there, been searching, been looking for her. You've done it, not us. Nobody's giving up on her, but you have. And you still are. You just a narcissist. And you like to be the focal point of the situation. That's all that is.
More months.
That same day, the Churchill Rescue Squad's reward fund was extended into the following year. Almost a week later, on October 10th, the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office said they were still taking tips and looking for that red truck.
Hi, this is Don and Candace Wells, and this is our YouTube channel.
Almost 4 months after their daughter was reported missing, Dawn and Candace...
Why you need a YouTube channel? Where the kids at? On your YouTube channel, this is a prime example of your narcissistic behavior and about this not being about Summer. This about y'all. Y'all know what happened to Summer. Y'all know she likely not coming back. But you getting your little... Y'all get a little taste of a little fame. Because y'all are 1%ers. Okay? Don likes to be in control. On your YouTube channel that says they're supposed to be dedicated to finding Summer Wells, it says Don Wells. And there's nothing far as you doing anything to find your daughter. You posting pictures and photos of you on vacation. Of Spider-Man. Come on now. And the kids aren't even there. That's something for the kids. The kids would have loved to enjoy that. Not y'all big asses. Why ain't the kids there enjoying that? Was this after Summer went missing? So y'all posting things and all smiling and happy. But it's supposed to be dedicated to Summer. That's exactly why, example, why we don't give a damn about you. Only Summer Wells. I'm just saying. I don't know what it be. Keep it real with y'all. Let's keep going.
Wells started a family YouTube channel and a website, findsummerwells.com.
We hope and pray to God that we can find our daughter. We can't thank you enough. There's nothing we can do to thank y'all enough, but just
Don Wells family official. What about Summer Wells family? She's the one missing. Y'all, it's her family. None of this is them out there looking for her, putting up flyers. The people would have loved to see that you out there on the ground looking, searching for your daughter, doing something instead of just being in the camera.
thank you and praise our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Social media stardom turned to a social embarrassment 2 weeks later. Don Wells was pulled over on a suspicion of DUI and arrested while live on YouTube. Wells was later charged with a probation violation.
Don't he look a hot mess? He look a hot mess right there.
And released on his own recognizance. In Rogersville, Ansley Daniel, News Channel 11.
Thank you, Ansley. And later on this afternoon, Don Wells.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna end the video right there, y'all. I covered the things I wanted to cover. I wanted to cover the Jodisue scream, 2-hour discrepancy in between of that, and I could see where Sheriff Lawson does not believe the scream is related because it was 2 hours apart in the scream, and then Candace yelling for her. But that also could make sense if they was doing a cover-up in between 4:30 and 6:30. She could have been calling Don, figuring out what to do, him coming home. It could have been, if the scream was valid, them planning a cover-up in those 2 hours. Or no one could have been home, and the kids could have been home alone. Somebody could have got her. And Candace made it home and realized her daughter has been taken. So like I said, either way it goes, that would be neglect on the parents, and the parents will be responsible. So the main thing with them is they don't want to be looked at as neglectful parents or irresponsible. So they're going to not fill in those gaps and leave us wonder, because the truth will make them look some type of way. And that's what they don't want happening here. But I love you guys. I covered that. And I also covered the red truck rumor because, like I said, that has to be addressed. I mean, we gotta stick to facts. Yeah, we can speculate a little bit, but let's stick to facts. Let's not throw out things and assuming it's fact. Let's not do that, alright? I love y'all. Your girl Queen is out. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.